So many people ask me how to keep ourselves or our animal healthy. I think there are many ways to keep healthy or prevent disease. You can take some exercise, vitamins, or many medicines. But what is important? What is the most simple way that everyone can follow and everyone can if you follow that kind of sense, and then you can keep healthy. So I think in the book, The Yellow Emperors of the Classic Medicine, will tell you the answer. So today I'm going to talk about this book. In English, it is Yellow Emperor's Classic of Medicine. You can get some books in English, and also you can get some books in Chinese. So like this one, it is in Chinese, we call it Huangdi Neijing. Huangdi means yellow emperor, and the Neijing is the classic of the medicine. So in this video, I'm going to talk three topics. The first topic is about why the Yellow Emperors of classic medicine, the book is so important. The second is that who is Huangdi. The third is what Huangdi talk about how to keep ourselves healthy. So as you know that this book was written around 1,000 years ago, or maybe 4,000 years ago, but the ideas of this book are still very useful in our nowadays. We can use the ideas of this book to treat disease, to prevent disease. And it was said that the yellow of the emperor is the root of the traditional Chinese medicine. We can find the answers why the people get the disease and the clinical signs, how to treat them. And this is very useful. And then the second question, who is the Huangdi? Who wrote the book? So Huangdi is a person, it was said that he lived in China for 1,000 years ago, and he wrote the book and he was very smart. Gets the ideas from the environment, and also he can do summarize and help the people to find the answer to treat the disease. So, if you think, I only want to learn something for the veterinary, this book is very wonderful. This is a traditional Chinese veterinary medicine, which is very useful. Inside we have many wonderful cases. This book is written by my teacher, Dr. Xie. He is the headmaster of the Qi University, and then inside them is samples of rabbit, horse, many cases. So if you want, you can read this book. It is a really good book. So let's go back to the topic of the Huangdi. How Huangdi discussed about how to keep the healthy. So the Huangdi asked the Qibo is also quite famous people in China, and Huangdi asked Qibo, I have heard that in the old days, people can live 100 years without showing any signs of the aging. But why the people gradually cannot live so long? Some people just even died 50 or 60 years old. So is it due to the change of the environment or any change of the lifestyle? So Qibo replied, in the old days, people practice Dao. What is Dao? Dao is the way of the life. So that means people respect the way of the life. And they understand the principle of the balance. We need to keep the balance of life, work, and also keep the balance of the yin and the yang. And then we represent by the transform the energy of the universe. Thus, they formulate practice at Dao Yin, like Qigong, something. And sometimes I will practice Qigong. I cannot practice every day, but sometimes I will practice. It really helped me. If I can find the time to practice Qigong every day, I think my health condition will be even better. So if you have time, just go to do practice Qigong every day. So the Daoyin or with the Qigong is exercise or combine strengthening and massage, breathing to promote the energy flow in the body, and also help them maintain ourselves with the universe, not university, universe. So this is one way that we need to keep the balance of the life. But nowadays people cannot keep the balance of the life. The Chibo said that the people in the old days, they get up and they go to work and go back on the regular time. They go to bed on the regular time. You see, in the old days, we do not have the electoral power, so they have to sleep when the day turned to the night, right? But now we have the electoral power. We can work during the night, so that's why we broke the balance of the life. So try to sleep when it's time to sleep. The TCVM cycle around 11 to 2 o'clock, it is the channel of the gallbladder and liver. You have to sleep. You have to let your liver and gallbladder rest, and then it can help you have the good of the balance. And the Qi boss said that the people now in the old days, people arose and retire at the regular hours. They avoid overstressing in the body. So this is one thing. We needed a balance. We do not want too much is not good from the TC traditional Chinese medicine. So the first important is that we need to keep good balance of our life. So the second is that the Qi Bo said that about food. So they say that in the old days, people eat the balanced food. But you see nowadays people eat something, it is not good for our health. Such as sometimes too much calories, too much sugar inside. It is not good for our health condition. So the food is also very important. Not only it is very important to the animal, but also to ourselves. So keep the good food diet for your animal is very important. So the third thing that is very important is that the people in the old days do not have so much stress for our mental. So they can keep the very good balance of the mental. So they avoid overstressing on the mind. So they try to keep themselves calm and try to avoid too much sadness or happiness. That's also not good for their health. So the Yibo said that the people in old time, they keep very good balance of the life, food, and the mental health. But why the people in those time, in the Huangdi time, they changed the life. They broke the balance of the life. They drink wines. They have too much activities, and it damages the gene and also damages the qi, and they failed to regulate the lifestyle and the diet and the sleep properly, and then that's why cause them cannot keep the good balance. So in another way is that if we want to keep the good balance of ourselves, we need to pay attention to our lifestyle and the food and also the mental. So we need to avoid too much of the stress on our mental. So we need to lead a calm and honest existence, and also we need to avoid too much sadness or happiness to our mental. In this way, we can keep our health. So I think it is simple, but it is difficult, right? In nowadays, we have too much stress in our work, in our study, but try to follow what the Huangdi said and try to keep our life in balance. Then it will help, I think. So this is what I want to talk about today, and we talk about the first chapter, just half of the first chapter of the Huangdi Neijing, or the Yellow Emperors of the classic medicine, talk about how to keep healthy. So next time, I will continue to talk about this book, and if you have any question, we can discuss together. Bye.